Hello, I'm Chrissy Seaton. Today it's God's Pearls Part 2. In Part 1, I described how pearls remind me of people and that each one of us is an individual in our own right. And at times, circumstances or irritants enter our life, and God allows us to turn ourselves into one of His pearls. These pearls I'm wearing today, they've all been strung together, and again it reminds me of people. As you can see, they're unruly, aren't they? They're going every which way, all over the place, some up, some down. They're just not conforming to how we anticipate a string of pearls will develop when they're restrung. So we need to think about that like people as well. They're going in opposite directions. Some, like pearls, become soiled. Some still shine despite that, and some become quite willful. So eventually the linen thread that keeps these pearls together starts to stretch because of all them pushing and pulling against each other, and probably me trying to make them sit flat, and they won't. And so we have to actually restring them. So that's the time when you look at each individual pearl and try and place it in a position on that thread, new thread, that will make it perform better or shine more brightly, and sit within the will of God, so to speak. So it also gives us time to reflect on the beauty and the possibility of God's creation, because each one of these unruly little pearls is still a creation. It's still part of God's creation. So we need to use that example to think about how we can make God's creation work in tune with God's will. Working together, so to speak, in the universal faith. That's the 7 Noahide commandments. As I explained last week, like the golden pearls, the string of golden pearls. But even though these pearls are unruly and going in their own, following their own pathway, they're still God's creation. So I guess the lesson I want to impart is that they are still individual creations of God, like people. Each of these pearls are still a creation. And although we may dislike their behaviour, their unruliness, their willfulness, but we still love that individual pearl. It still has qualities. It's still part of God's creation. So, like the pearls, I don't want to discard these. And just as God doesn't discard even the most willful of His creation, that He's always open, He's always available. And incidentally, I've restrung these about 3 times, I think, and they're still not sitting right. But I'm hoping the warmth that I impart to them will encourage them to sit nicely eventually. So, too, we should extend warmth to people who aren't perhaps walking the path that God wishes us to. They may have behaviours, etc., but they are still God's creation, and their relationship is between them and God. But that doesn't mean to say that we push or expel that person aside or discard them. We all have traits like these pearls, and I guess the eventual outcome, we should be aiming to become like these, the golden pearls that I talked about in part 1. That's our ultimate aim. So the Sheva Mitzvah B'nai Noah, it's about the unity of righteous Gentiles, the Noahides of the world, and like the string of golden pearls that are in step with God's will. So that is the reason I always think of pearls as people, and I think about God's creation. I hope this video has been some help to you. Please remember to subscribe to my channel, hit the like button, ask any questions. Don't forget we have our website, www.mynoahidefamily.com, and remember, be golden, be Noahide. Bye.